gain. Great way for the defense to open up here at home.
This defense wanted to come out early in this game and take the fight to the offense, and boy, did they ever. Set the tone on the very first play, keeping that carry to no gain.
They'll try again here, 2nd and 10. From the shotgun, here's Nix. There's a short one taken by Ingram. And they'll mark him down just shy of the 40. 15 yards on the catch and run for the first down.
And that's a nice grab for his first catch of the game, Mike. And he's someone that the play caller has told us he wants to get him early touches, get him a feel for the game. A nice job there making that happen.
So from the 39, they come up on 1st and 10. On the ground, here's Dobbins. And he'll get back to the line of scrimmage. That's about all.
Well, this play, Mike, was clearly about the job of this defensive line. Great job holding their ground, forcing these blockers to be stood up. Nowhere to go for this running back, and they hold him to no gain.
They'll try again. It's 2nd and 10. They'll run it with Dobbins out of the pistol. And he'll get maybe about 4 yards out of that one. Lane closed quickly, and here comes 3rd down. Mims sent in motion here. Working out of the gun, it's Nix. This one just too far for the receiver, out in front of him. That one falls incomplete. He was looking for George Pickens there, and it's going to lead to 4th down. This will be returnable from his own 15. And that's a nice job of making things more manageable for this offense as he takes it back beyond the 25-yard line. Throwing from the start, here's Smith. To the right side, hauled in by Myers. And they will bring him down on the other side of midfield.
Menu narration set to 100.
These are the kind of plays that when you draw them up on the chalkboard, Mike, But if you can't protect long enough, you're never going to get the receiver. I mean, think, he started on the left side of the formation in the slot, and he has to run all the way across the field to the right third. I mean, that takes a lot of time. Let's give a lot of credit to the big guys up front.
Smith to throw on first down. He'll go right back to Myers. He's going to be taken down at about the 30. 17 yards as they hook up again and pick up the first.
He took a shot on that throw, but you don't feel it quite as much when you pair it with a throw as good as that one. So kudos for him standing in that pocket, delivering a strike to pick up that first down.
1st and 10. Now, Gino. And that ball incomplete over the middle. Trying to get it to his tight end, Brock Bowers. And that will lead to a 2nd down.
You talk about a quarterback getting bailed out. Man, that is a pick all day long. And as this defender enters the huddle, you see a bunch of his guys hitting him on the helmet. But I could promise you, they're saying, next time, you got to come down with that one.
Have to get this to the 20. Here's 3rd down. From the gun, it's Gino. This one broken up. It's incomplete. Good job separating the receiver from the ball, and it is 4th down. Carlson's kick is good. And the Raiders are out to an early 3-0 lead.
And I think this is going to end up being considered a successful drive, Mike. I think obviously you would have loved to see them come down and convert and score a touchdown. But at the very least, they needed to come away with 3. They were able to do that and take a lead on that field goal.
And he will get back to only about his 20-yard line. That's where the drive will start. They put Pickens in motion. Send a man in motion right. They'll give it to Dobbins.
So these, Mike, are the body blow runs. They're not big gains. They're nothing fancy. But they really set that physical tone for the rest of the game where now a good play caller can use some of these early runs to set up something a little bit bigger down the road.
From the 21, here's 2nd and 9. Throwing, Nix. He connects with Mims. And they're going to mark him down up past the 35. They get 15 on that game. Good for a Denver 1st down.
Every once in a while, it just comes down to you need somebody in the huddle to just make a play. And Wasn't a whole lot fancy here. The quarterback just dumps the ball down, a quick underneath completion, and then really it's the yards after catch that did the rest. And that's what it takes. You're not always going to have the perfect play. You're not always going to dial up the perfect play against the perfect look. Sometimes players need to make plays, and that was a good one there.
Ball on the 39. Here's 2nd and 6. Off the play fake, here's Nix. Off balance throw, it's complete. And he's taken down inside the opponent's 35. It's a gain there of 26 yards.
Having a tight end that can contribute in the passing game, Mike, I mean, it just seems like it's become more and more common throughout the entire league. And not only do you have to be reliable, but you have to be athletic enough after the catch to take advantage of some of these targets. So it's exactly what he does here, and you can tell why he's such a big part of this offense.
Nix, now to throw it here on 1st down. He's got it at about the 8. And they're in business now. He is out of bounds inside the 10. Give him 27, and it's 1st and goal. They'll run with the 2nd-round pick in the April draft. Down to the goal line. No signal. Is he in? They'll say it did not break the plane, but a real solid gain on 1st and goal. Now here's 2nd and goal. Dobbins is into the end zone for a Bronco touchdown.
But you think back to their first possession of this game, Mike, it resulted in a punt. Not exactly the fast start the coaches told us was so important as this game unfolds. They get the ball back for possession 2. Now they try to find some rhythm, find their identity of the game plan, and they come away with 6. So that's how you bounce back in this league. It's not always going to be perfect. Really nice job settling into this game here with their 2nd possession.
So now after the touchdown, Luck's going to send this one away. On the return is Dante Thornton. Oh, he's got room past the 30. Still on the move. And he's going to take this all the way back. 89 yards. Touchdown, Vegas. You talk about a response. After the offense goes down the field and gets a touchdown, the special teams unit comes back to get the 6 right back from the other side.
And I've been there, Mike. You find yourself on offense, you watch your opponent go down and get a touchdown, and you're saying amongst each other, you're saying, hey, we're going to get the ball back. Let's go get one of our own. But in this case, the return unit says, no, offense, you stay on the sideline. We got this, and they go back and get a score of their own.
He'll come across the 20 and taken down at the 21-yard line. Out wide. He'll get rid of it. And he's going to be out of bounds, but up past the 35. It's been a busy first quarter for him so far. His third catch goes for a first down. Here's Dobbins. He's fighting to get back to the line of scrimmage, but can't get there. Dropped for the loss of a yard.
This is pretty impressive from the big guy in the middle, Mike. I mean, typically we see these guys make most of their plays on the interior of the defense. They're big bodies, they're run stuffers. But look at the athleticism here as he's able to get outside the numbers and make the tackle behind the line of scrimmage.
Last play went the wrong way. It sets up second and long. It's second down and 12. Back to throw is Nix. Got a man over the middle. It's Pickens. And he will go all the way. George Pickens. Touchdown, Broncos. Touchdown number 9 for the year. Here's Lutz now for the extra point. He's got it. And the Broncos are on top. It's 14-10. So now after the touchdown, Lutz gonna send this one away. And he will sit on it here in the end zone for a touchback. From the 35, it's 1st and 10. Working out of the gun, Smith. Open man is Thornton. He's got it. And they bring him down, but not until he crosses midfield. That catch number 40 on the season for him.
Really nice job there, Mike. I mean, he sees the blitz coming and just gets the ball out of his hands. Understand where your outlets are. It results in an easy pitch and catch and move the chains.
On the ground, this is Ashton Genty. And they'll take this down inside the 35. Two nice play calls here to kick off the drive. 15 more on that one. We are through one. 14-10 is our score. And we're back in Vegas after this. Quarter 2 begins. It is Raider football as they've got it with 1st and 10. On the handoff, this is Genty. And he'll manage to break a tackle, get this forward for a couple, and it's 2nd down.
Nice job by the running back making the first guy miss, but it's the pursuit by the entire defense. Even though he doesn't get him down on his first try, the rest of his guys are all rallying to the ball, and they bring him down for a short gain.
From the 31, here is 2nd down and 7. From the shotgun, Smith. He's got the Golden Domer. That's Michael Mayer. And they are in great shape. He's taken down inside the 10. First catch for him on the afternoon, and it results in a 1st down.
Now, this is the epitome of a really short throw and a really nice run after catch. And listen, for a quarterback, it all counts the same. You don't always have to throw the ball downfield to generate explosive plays, and these drag routes can be very, very effective.
Here's Genty. He'll be wrapped up there down at the 3-yard line. Here now, second down and goal. Genty will take this one in for a Vegas touchdown.
Make no mistake about it, he may get the glory, but that does not happen without unbelievable blocking up front. So let's give the big guys all the credit in the world. He's able to displace the defense right there at the point of attack, and that's about as easy a goal line touchdown as you're going to see all year.
Both teams ready to go once more as the kick's away. This will be returned from the 6. Woo! From the 25, they'll go to work. 1st and 10. They put Pickens in motion. Big snap on 1st and 10. The ball deflected at least a couple of times, but it'll fall to the ground. It's incomplete.
They tried to go with the quick game here in hopes they could do something with it after the catch, but I don't think everyone was necessarily on the same page, and this ends up being a wasted down.
2nd and 10. Now it's Dobbins. And he's going to have a Broncos 1st down as the tackle's made at the 36.
And these are the explosive runs that open everything up. There's all this conversation about the value of the run game, but when you take a look at the best running teams, Mike, it's not necessarily how many yards they run for, it's how many big plays do they generate on the ground. And when you can generate big plays on the ground, it makes everything so much more difficult for the defense.
This one complete to Bourne. And no chance to turn and go. That one good for just a couple. From the 38 now, here's 2nd and 7. To throw is Nix. That's complete to his running back, J.K. Dobbins. And they'll whistle him down, but not before he picks up a 1st down after a gain of 7.
Now, this might not look like much, right? It's a simple check down to his running back to pick up modest gain. But this is the development. This team is very excited. This young quarterback continuing to get his feet wet, playing in the National Football League. This is the progress that has this fan base really excited.
A run with Dobbins. Finds room inside the... And he will score! J.K. Dobbins. Touchdown, Denver. His 2nd TD of the game, and this one gives his team the lead. Lutz for the extra point. He gets it to go. The Broncos move out in front by 4. It's 21-17. So now after the touchdown, Lutz gonna send this one away. This one taken at the 7. And he's brought down right at the 35-yard line. On first down is Smith. To the left side, it is caught by Myers. And that keeps him ahead of schedule. That's a first down completion of 7 yards.
So they have these rules for the receivers, Mike. They call them green grass rules. And the idea is if you're running across the field and you're looking at the quarterback, you're going to stay on the run. If you're not looking at the quarterback, that tells him, I'm going to sit in this soft zone. I'm going to what they call punch and pivot and stop. And that tells the quarterback to put the ball on your chest. That nonverbal communication between the receiver and the quarterback, recognizing when you're open, stay open, that's the stuff that makes a lot of these offenses so difficult to defend.
Here's third down and a few inches. From the shotgun, it's Smith. He's got the tight end, Mayer. And he's going to have the first down. It is a gain of 6. Good conversion on third down.
Third and inches, you see a lot of teams try to take a shot. Why, Mike? Because they know on fourth and inches, they still have a chance to convert the first down. The shot wasn't there, but they're still able to pick up a nice gain and convert and bring up first down.
So they come to the line for first down and 10. Here's Gino. And he can't hang on through the contact. Incomplete. Good job defensively to meet him just as the ball was arriving. It'll bring up second down.
All things considered, it's actually a pretty good pass. I mean, he puts the ball in a place where only his guy can catch it. But I think he hears those footsteps coming from that nearest defender, and he's not able to secure the catch through contact.
A second down throw for Smith. That's thrown right side, but incomplete. Michael Mayer, the tight end, was targeted with that one. Third down coming up.
For the most part, he's been very accurate with the ball. I mean, he's completing over 60% of his passes, but because they haven't been able to get any big explosive plays, continue to push the ball downfield, hasn't really translated on the scoreboard just yet.
From the gun on third down, Smith. And this is going to be incomplete. That is great work there, making things difficult defensively. It'll set up a fourth down. The Raiders have their punt team out there. The Broncos have Marvin Mims out for the return. he'll be brought down. Short return, and they'll take over there. On first down, here's Nix to throw. They set up the screen for Dobbins. And he's going to be taken down up around the 24-yard line. Give him 14 on that play, one first down.
We've really seen both teams have a lot of success moving the ball throughout this entire first half, and just seems this possession's going to be more of the same as they start this drive.
Straight ahead goes Harvey. They'll come up on a 2nd and 7 from the 27. Play action now. It's Nix. The pressure gets there, and down he goes back inside the 20-yard line. Now the Raiders going to use the first of their timeouts. Talk things over before third down. Working out of the gun, it's Nix. He's got his man, it's Pickens. That's his 3rd catch of this first half, and good enough for a first down.
Third downs, Mike, those are quarterback downs. Those are the downs where you tend to find yourself in a must-pass situation, and that's where the top guys in the league are still capable of overcoming it. So throw the ball downfield, be accurate with the ball. Winning on third downs, that is a recipe for success.
So, from the 36, it is 1st and 10. Up the middle they go. And wow, tough to bring down that time. Surging forward for a pickup of 6. 2nd down. Following the play, we've got a Raider who is shaken up down there. Halftime is looming, so the athletic training staff will get a chance to look him over during the break. They'll come up now for 2nd down and 4. From the shotgun, here's Nix. He'll check this down to Dobbins out of the backfield. And they get this one across midfield to the 47-yard line. Now the Broncos going to use the first of their timeouts, and they'll get a chance to talk things over after picking up that first down. Here's Nix to throw. This one broken up. It's incomplete.
The credit to the defender. He timed that one up perfectly, and what could have been an easy play ends up as an incomplete.
Lone back in the backfield. And a nice run there as he surges forward, a gain of 8, and sets up 3rd down.
And he has been a handful to deal with throughout this entire contest, Mike. And they came into the game saying, we want to impose our will on the defense, and that's exactly what they've been able to do.
It's going to be 3rd. They need 1. Mims sent in motion here. Hey, he's going to be close. Going to depend on the spot, but that looks a little short. It is short, and now it's 4th down. The motion man here is Bourne. Nick's gonna throw for it. That's caught. Left side. It's complete. He's gonna have a Broncos 1st down. They'll get the conversion. It's a gain of 14.
That last completion's gonna go a long way towards at least finishing this 2-minute drive, Mike, with some points. You're already in field goal range, so now the idea is continue to work the clock down, take a couple shots at the end zone. You want to get points, ideally a touchdown, but either way, you have the ball last before the end of the 2nd quarter.
Nix now to throw it here on 1st down. Flush to his right. Now he'll run. He is out of bounds. They have worked it inside the 15. Give him 11 on the scramble and give them a new set of downs.
Mike, this is the element to the position that this guy brings that's just so unique across the league. Not only the speed, but his ability to operate in the open field as a runner. It is hard for a defense to plan for a guy like this.
Space getting tight here, down to the 13-yard line. They work 1st and 10. Look wide, get this one complete, and he's into the end zone. Marvin Mims, touchdown Broncos. And he continues to be a focal point of this offense. Now 10 touchdown catches for him on the year. The kick by Lutz is good. And the Broncos add on one more as they extend their 2nd quarter lead. Still a little time. Final minute of this 1st half. We'll see if they can do anything with this kickoff that is coming their way. The return starts from the 5. And it'll be brought down past the 25. Decent field position to start this drive. First down throw for Smith. Open man. That's Trey Tucker.
Just a simple hitch route. Certainly nothing special there or anything downfield, but the idea is the more of those you throw and those efficient passes, the second the defense moves up to take it away, that's when you go for the big ones.
That's over the middle, but it's incomplete. Trying to get it out to Ashton Genty that time. And 3rd down coming up.
think the biggest issue and why they find themselves trailing in this game, Mike, has really just been the ups and downs of this passing game. At sometimes, he's highly accurate and efficient, but at others, he just misses too many easy throws. The question is, are they going to be able to overcome this quarterback inconsistency and pull this game out?
They'll try to set up the screen to Genty. And he'll be out of bounds on the other side of midfield at the 45. Can't ask for much more. On the screen, they gain 19 yards and a first down.
And that first down was huge for this offense. Now they can take a deep breath, focus on trying to put a late scoring drive together before we hit the halftime break.
Here's 1st and 10. From the gun, it's Gino. Looking middle there, but it's incomplete. Trey Tucker, the intended receiver. And it'll lead to a 2nd down.
I'm not so sure he would have picked up the first down had they connected either way, but still, disappointing outcome to not at least get a handful of positive yards on that last one.
They'll try again here, 2nd and 10. Working out of the gun, Smith flushed to his left, taking off, and he's out of bounds down inside the 35. He'll get a dozen out of that one, scrambling his way to a first down.
Mike, the defensive line rush plan is critical when you're playing quarterbacks like this. You have to keep him contained in the pocket, because the second he gets out of the pocket, we can see what happens.
On now, Daniel Carlson to try the field goal. Officially an even 50-yard attempt. He is 2 for 2. That kick is good. And the Raiders are able to get it back within a score.
And that's a really nice boost here before the break. I mean, you work the clock well, you're able to steal some points. The biggest thing is you're able to build a little momentum now going into the locker room at halftime.
Here comes a return from the 5. And he's going to be taken down. That is going to do it for us in this first half. Third quarter set to commence, and we're back underway here on EA Sports. They'll elect to bring it out here from the end zone, and he goes nowhere, buried back at the 15-yard line. Smith now to throw on first down. To the right side, hauled in by Myers. And a good one here. He'll be marked down up past the 25-yard line. 12 yards on the game. That's good for a quick first down. Now Genty. And he'll move this forward out to the 29-yard line. Alex Singleton there on the tackle. Here's 2nd and 9. From the shotgun, Smith. Finding his tight end, Mayer. They'll mark him down up at the 44-yard line. They get 16 on that connection. Good for a Raider first down. Here's a handoff to Genty. That's a gain of 11, and they'll move the chains with another first down.
Remember this one thing, Mike. It is not how well or how often you run the ball in the NFL. It's when do you run the ball well in the NFL, and I think that's what a lot of these offensive play callers are starting to realize. Can you run the ball well in critical moments of the game? More important than how many gross yards you run for.
Once again, it's Genty, and he'll plow forward for a gain of 4 yards. They'll break the huddle. It's 2nd and 5. Now, Gino. I had a defender draped all over him. Incomplete. Good work to body him up and set up a 3rd down.
Sometimes it's those footsteps. I don't care how long you've been playing or at what level you've been playing at. That defender's bearing down. You really get a good idea of what guys are willing to go through contact to secure a catch, and in this case, what guys are unwilling.
Smith from the gun on 3rd down. He's got Myers on the completion. And a good job here defensively. They did not let him get away. He's well short of the 1st down marker.
And it seems like he just cut that route a little too short. He's got to get more depth on the initial stem, and that way he makes sure when he catches the ball, it's beyond the sticks.
On now, Daniel Carlson to try the field goal. Spotted at the 45. This is a 55-yard attempt. And this is no good. Could not get it on target. And they are not able to draw closer.
And this is the danger of trying these long field goals. Remember, Mike, if you miss, the other team gets the ball at the spot of the kick. So it's going to end up setting them up for great field position as they start this next drive.
First down throw for Nix. And he can't hang on through the contact. Incomplete. Good job defensively to meet him just as the ball was arriving. It'll bring up 2nd down.
He's usually such a reliable target in the passing game, Mike. We just don't see him struggle to come down with catches like that all too often. And when you're one of the go-to guys on your team, I know the hit's coming, but guess what? It feels a lot better after you take that hit after a catch than it does after a drop.
We'll try again. It's 2nd and 10. Throwing is Nix. Hit as he threw it. The pass is incomplete.
I think he knew in the back of his head, Mike, he had to get rid of this ball a little sooner than he would have liked. And with that pressure getting there in a hurry, just ends up being a wasted down.
Two incompletions to start the drive, and it leads to 3rd down and 10. Nix from the gun on third down. And that is incomplete.
And that's what you call a wasted series. They come out here and they decide we're just going to air it out. First, second, third down. All three incompletions. And now it brings up fourth down. And barring some crazy decision here to keep your offense on the field, you're going to find yourself right back on the sideline.
That's taken at about the 14. Oh, looked like he may have hit a seam for a moment, but he's taken down after a solid return. On the ground, it's Genty to start the drive. And he's got it to the 35-yard line. It's a nice start to the drive, a gain of 10, and a quick first down. Ball out to the 35-yard line as they come up for first and 10. From the shotgun, it's Smith. Looking middle, and he's got Myers. And they get this one across midfield to the 47-yard line. 6 catches for him in the ball game now, and this one's good for a first down. They'll break the huddle, coming up now for first and 10. A run, Genty. And they'll take this down inside the 35. Following the play, we've got a Raider who is shaken up down there. Athletic training staff looking at him, so we'll step aside. It's a first carry for the veteran Raheem Mostert. And he'll get back to the line of scrimmage. That's about all.
So they go with the first down run, hoping to just get them some positive yards and get themselves into a good second down situation. But now they find themselves in second and long. So the more you give defenses the opportunity, Mike, to defend you one-dimensionally. So in this case, we're only playing you in the pass. It stresses your protection, it stresses your play caller, and ultimately, it stresses your quarterback.
Lost one on the last play, so now it's second and 11. They'll get creative here on the jet sweep. And he tries to get to the edge, but cannot do it. Good job by the defense, no gain.
So, Mike, this is a great example and a great moment to bring up why it's so important for these offenses to make everything look the same. Formationally, pre-snap movement, because the second that motion looks like a jet motion and he's going to get the ball as opposed to a traditional motion, these defenses are so in tune with all those little differences, they know it's coming and it's not going to be a lot of gain.
On third down, they'll set up to throw. That's into the hands of Thornton. And a good short tackle right there. It stops him a good distance short of the marker. It sets up fourth down. Is good. And the Raiders are back within 5.
And I can tell you firsthand, Mike, when you find yourself trailing in a game, you don't feel very good about coming away with field goals. But in this case, it does get them a little bit closer and cut into this deficit.
Now return coming from the 7. And he'll be brought down just beyond the 25-yard line. They'll give it to Dobbins. And he will not be able to turn upfield. They'll drop him behind the line.
Well, they try to get the run game started here early on this drive, Mike, and they're just going to have to do a better job up front. There's really nowhere for this ball carrier to go. You never want to lose yards on first down, but that's exactly the case here.
After the loss of 3, it is 2nd and 13. They'll throw. It's Nix. There's a short one taken by Ingram. And he gets him 6 yards closer before going out of bounds. It's 3rd down coming up. Back to throw is Nix. Got it into the hands of Mims. And he's going to have the first down. It is a gain of 6. Good conversion on 3rd down.
All right, so anytime you're facing the blitz, the best thing you can do as an offense is just get the ball out of your hand. Get into the hands of receiver, run after catch. In this case, nice job by the defense, rallying to the ball. Modest gain.
On the ground, here's Dobbins. He'll struggle to get back to the line of scrimmage. Maybe he gets a yard out of that one. It's 2nd down. Now Nick's going to look to throw. They set up the screen for Dobbins. And they'll work this close to a first down, maybe just a tad short. They'll look to pick this up, 3rd and a yard. So we are through 3. Back with more after the break. You're tuned in to the NFL on EA Sports. This crowd into it now as we get to 3rd down. Dobbins going to get it now as we start the 4th. And once again, he loses the football.
Pretty fortunate right there, Mike. If that ball bounces just a different direction, that could easily be a turnover or even points the other direction.
The offense not coming off the field, and here's 4th down. Now whistles, play clock at 0, and that'll cost them 5. The Broncos bringing out their punter as they try to play the field position game here, protecting a fourth quarter lead. And we will not see a return on this one, as it will be marked down. From the 35, it's 1st and 10. Dino to throw. In middle, he's got Tucker. And they'll get about half of what they needed. It's a pickup of 5 and sets up 2nd and 5.
A bit of a quick hitter here, and what you're hoping for, Mike, is that the defense can't react quickly enough because the ball's coming out so hot, but they knew it was coming, and they end up holding them to just a short game.
Ball on the 40 now. Here's 2nd and 5. They show jet sweep and instead run it up the middle. And he'll get nothing here. Back to the line of scrimmage, and that's all.
There's very few defenses in today's NFL, Mike, that you can play the cornerback position and be unwilling to tackle. Those days are kind of over, so give credit to this guy. I mean, he identified run, he understood his leverage and gap fit, and he's able to bring him down for no gain.
Big play coming up. This is 3rd down. Once again, it's Mostert. 17 yards, the gain there. 1st down, Vegas.
Typically in a 3rd down situation like this, Mike, you're thinking pass, but give credit to this offensive play caller. He flips his tendencies upside down, keeps the ball on the ground. Not only does he get a fresh set of downs, they pick up good yardage.
1st and 10. On the RPO, that one is complete. They'll get about 4 here as he is taken down.
This pitch and catch may have looked routine, but I promise you, Mike, these types of anticipatory throws, especially outside the numbers, they don't occur without countless reps, oftentimes when nobody's even watching.
Ball on the 39. Here's 2nd and 6. Smith to throw. And he got rid of that one quickly before the receiver even knew what was going on. That's incomplete.
And this is where the timing of these passing games, you see guys, they call it routes on air, Mike. During the course of the week, there's no defense, nobody playing on coverage, but it's the timing. It's be on time, get your depth, be where the quarterback expects you to be, because then when the game starts, things get sped up just a little bit more for the quarterback. In this case, it's a perfect example. He's open, he tries to lead his guy, just puts a little too much in front of him.
From the gun on 3rd down, Smith. Open man, right side, he's got it. And he's going to be taken down, but there's a penalty flag back in the backfield. Is it a hold, or did they rough the quarterback? On the move at the 14-yard line, it's 1st and 10. No run out of the gun. This is Mostert. And he'll get back to the line of scrimmage. That's about all.
You could just see the frustration on the running back's face as he's getting helped up off the ground. Like, there was just nowhere to go from the moment he was handed the ball. Give credit to the defense. Great job.
2nd and 10. Now Smith. Open man is Thornton. He's got it. Fighting for the goal line. They're going to stop him just short, but he has picked up the first down.
And this is a tricky part of the game for any defense. You find yourself protecting a late lead, and the age-old question is, do you remain aggressive? Do you try to just keep the ball from being thrown over your head and make everything be tackled and played in front of you? That's what every defensive coordinator struggles with, so they can't get too soft here as they try to hold on to this lead here late.
What a moment in this game. A touchdown would give them the late lead. It is 1st down and goal. Mostert. No, he's not going to get in. In fact, they've shoved him backwards.
Their ground game ends up failing at the exact moment, Mike, where they're needed the most. 1 yard to the goal line, that's prime opportunity. Finish the drive, take the lead, but instead, they go backwards.
From back at the 2 now, here's 2nd and goal. They try the zone read. It's Smith on the keeper. And he will do it himself. He's in. Geno Smith, touchdown Raiders. What a game this has been. Back and forth we go, and that 4th quarter score changes the lead one more time.
And we've seen the lead go back and forth, Mike, and now the question is, can they get a stop? Can they find a way defensively to hang on to this lead and get themselves this big win?
And now the Raiders faced with an important 2-point conversion attempt. Throwing is Smith. And that is incomplete. They get the touchdown, take the lead, but it remains a 1-point game. So now playing with the lead after that 4th quarter touchdown, time to kick it back the other way. They're trying to pin him deep. They'll take this from the 3. Here's Dobbins. And a hard-earned yard as he ran through one would-be tackler. It's 2nd down. From the shotgun, here's Nix. He'll let this go for Pickens. That's caught. That long one's going to bring them 1st and goal. He is brought down at the 5-yard line. A big one here in the 4th quarter. 65 yards.
Both pre-snap and post-snap. This is about as well done as you can do at the quarterback position. Get in and out of the right call, identifying the holes along the back end, and then the throw. You can't put it in a better spot. I mean, that's just a big-time play.
So the field goal here gets you the late lead. You gotta think you want 6 when you have it 1st down and goal. Nix. He pulls it in around the 5. To the goal line and in. Adam Troutman. Touchdown, Denver. It's his 3rd touchdown catch this year. For quarterbacks, there are so many stats we use to measure a good season. This is one of them. 30 touchdowns. That was number 30 on the year. So now a big play here for the Broncos. They're going to line up and go for 2. Working out of the gun, it's Nix. Rolling right. And he's trying to get to the pylon, but won't get there. Marked out right at the line of scrimmage. So now playing with the lead after that 4th quarter touchdown, trying to kick it back the other way. And no chance to return this one. Through the end zone for a touchback. They'll start on the ground with Mostert. Nice job pushing through the would-be tackler. Gain of about 3. 2nd down. From the gun, it's Gino. A throw right side, taken in by Tucker. And he will go all the way. Trey Tucker, touchdown Las Vegas.
Well, it seems this game is kind of getting to the point, Mike, where it's defense optional. I mean, both these teams are really just having their way with their opponent. They're going up and down the field, and after this long touchdown, yes, this is great if you're a fantasy player, but it's not so great if you're a defensive coordinator.
So now an extra point really doesn't help that much. We'll try to go for 2 and make the difference 3. Here's Smith. And that is incomplete. They get the touchdown, take the lead, but it remains a 1-point game. So now playing with the lead after that 4th quarter touchdown, time to kick it back the other way. Here comes a return from the 3. He's across the 20 to the 21. That's where the drive will begin. They put Pickens in motion. Nix now on 1st and 10. That's caught left side by Ingram. And he'll be brought down, but not before they get this all the way up near midfield. His 5th catch of the afternoon. Good for a 1st down. All 3 timeouts plus the 2-minute warning remain as we get set for 1st and 10. Here's Nix to throw. That's brought in right side by Pickens. And he'll be taken down, but they are in business inside the 30-yard line. They'll come up for 1st and 10. A run with Dobbins. And he will not be able to turn upfield. They'll drop him behind the line. Now the Raiders going to use the first of their timeouts, and they'll get together prior to this 2nd down play. They'll drop to throw. Ingram able to get open. Makes the catch. Now timeout Vegas. That is their 2nd. Talk things over before 3rd down.
So anytime you decide to blitz, the hope is that the secondary can hold up long enough to allow the extra pressure guys to get to the quarterback. But when you don't get to the quarterback and he's able to get the ball on time and in rhythm, there are holes in the back end, and they're able to pick up the 1st down.
Nix from the gun on 3rd down. And he will easily pick up the 1st down. They've got 1st and goal coming up.
And now we're at the point of the game, Mike, where someone has to step up and make a play. It's exactly what this quarterback and his receiver did. It gives them now a fresh set of downs and a chance to go down and make this game very interesting.
Here we go. 1st and goal. Victory very much in sight now as they'll take a knee. Now from the 9, it'll be 2nd and goal. They will take a knee here. Now the Broncos going to use the first of their timeouts. Talk things over before 3rd down. Here comes Will Lutz in a big spot. This to win the game. This kick is good. So it is a win for the visiting Broncos. And it is their 3rd consecutive victory.